Morning peeps, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. All right, let's jump straight in and see what there is to talk about today. Let's start here. Keith Thurman, the old dog who retains his bite. Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. I guess we need to see how sharp and how big that bite is when he takes on a real challenge, because Brock Jarvis at 154 pounds wasn't that. There has been a lot of talk about Tim Tszyu versus Keith Thurman. Tim Tszyu won his comeback fight on the weekend. I would like to see Keith have one more before the Tim Tszyu fight. But I guess at this stage of his career, at his age, he probably wants to just go straight in, right? Sink or swim. And you just don't know with Keith. I mean, Keith, in the first round against Brock Jarvis, it was very much slow. It was non-committal to the punches. Second round, he kind of really stepped up and we saw the finish. He's got the power. He can finish. When Keith has you hurt, you stay hurt. So I look forward to seeing what next for Keith. Hopefully, this wasn't just a one and done. Hopefully, Keith decides to stay around, because Keith's last 5 years have been not worth talking about. Frank Warren to speak privately with Joyce about his future. Yeah. I'm standing firm with this one, people. I'm standing firm. I filmed with Gareth A. Davis today for TalkSport. And Gareth is in the same mindset that I have, which is Joyce should retire or at least really consider it. It's not just the fact he's had 4 defeats in his last 5. He's 39 as well. It's a young man's game. He's 39 years of age. He takes far too much punishment. And I think maybe some fans don't necessarily see the punishment because he's not laid out on the canvas, right? He's not getting knocked out. Even the knockdowns, he always seems to fucking rise up like the Undertaker. But he gets hit too much. He gets hit way too much. And it's not how it affects you now. And I can see there is some clear signs of it affecting him now. But it's not now. It's 10 to 15 years time when the fans are gone. There is no fanfare. And then we'll see. And I don't want it to get to that stage. I'd rather try and press pause now. There's still going to be some effect in years to come. That's just the nature of the sport. I guess the fighters know the risk when they sign up for it. But let's kind of limit that that damage and danger in later years. It's not going to be an easy conversation with Frank. Look, I have spoken to Frank about it on camera and off camera, and I know where Frank's leaning to. So we'll see what Frank has to say. Guys, I filmed something a little different today that I am going to put up later on this evening. And I want your honest takes on it. I say different, it's still me talking to a camera. It will eventually land on the members section, but I'm going to put it out for everyone just because I want some feedback. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Please be open and honest in the comment section. That will be out later on this evening. WBC orders Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda negotiations. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I feel like, didn't Oscar tweet something? Oscar tweeted that Shakur Stevenson has ducked Zepeda, and Shakur Stevenson responded, I feel like having a go at Turkey, saying, look, I got offered this amount, and now I'm being offered this amount. I do that because the amount he was offered first was supposedly higher. We don't know the figures, and now the amount's a bit lower, and Shakur Stevenson's not happy about it. I don't know. It's difficult to kind of get into this when you don't know the numbers we're talking about. But I don't know, man. Shakur Stevenson needs to kind of understand where he is as a boxer. I think Shakur will look at himself as, one second, I'm a freeweight world champion. I'm undefeated. I'm one of the stars of the sport. I deserve to get paid this amount. Where others will look at it and say, okay, but you're not a big draw in terms of tickets or big draw in terms of pay-per-view. This is really your amount. So it's always a difficult conversation with boxers because a lot of boxers don't know their worth, whether it be high or low. All right, let's talk about this story. Dmitry Bivol vacates WBC belt at David BENAVIDEZ to become full title holder. Now, when I saw, I think Mauricio Sulaiman first tweeted this about 48 hours ago. I'm filming this Tuesday lunchtime. And he said it's going to go to purse bids. And he kind of tagged all the promotional companies in it, Matchroom Promotions, etc. I was very excited. I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. Are Matchroom going to go big on this? Is it going to be a case of PBC take this? I was like, okay, this is interesting. 24 hours after that tweet, maybe even less, Mauricio Sulaiman tweeted again, angry kind of tweet. You can tell he was angry. that Dmitry Bivol's decided to vacate. He got an email from Dmitry Bivol's lawyer / manager explaining the reasons he's decided to vacate, and that basically Dmitry Bivol is on course to go to the Trilogy with ARTUR BETERBIEV. Let's park that section of it for a second. We'll get to the Trilogy talk. I'm slightly upset we're not seeing Bivol BENAVIDEZ. I think it's a great fight. I want to see BENAVIDEZ kind of chucked into the middle of this, because I think BENAVIDEZ could cause both of those guys problems. He's hot right now. So it is disappointing. Mauricio Sulaiman being upset with this kind of throws me a little bit. Just because, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Mauricio Sulaiman kind of threw Bivol under the bus with regards to Bivol being Russian. And again, I might have to look at this, and I probably should have looked at this before doing this video, but I'm pretty sure he kind of didn't want Bivol to fight for the WBC belt because he was Russian. Do you guys remember that? So Mauricio Sulaiman shouldn't accept any favors or expect any favors from Dmitry Bivol's team. It ain't going to be forthcoming because, again, Mauricio Sulaiman was very, very strong, I thought, on that. It's clear that what Bivol wants to do, for a number of different reasons. Number one, the money's going to be way more to fight ARTUR BETERBIEV. And I guess he kind of owes something to Turkey to make that fight happen, because no one was willing to put this fight on because both fighters wanted good money, and this wouldn't have done good numbers on a pay-per-view. Probably might not have even done good numbers in terms of bums on seats. So I guess there has to be a bit of loyalty there, I guess. No loyalty in boxing, they say, but I guess a bit of loyalty there. And as much as you don't have to do a trilogy back to back to back, you kind of have to this time because of Artur's age. If Artur was 34, 35, then fuck it. You skip Artur, you go to BENAVIDEZ, and maybe you circle back. Maybe. But because of Artur's age, if you were to go BENAVIDEZ and win, no given, and then you go Artur, Artur's old. He's old now. He's going to be even older then. So I think you do the trilogy, which I think is going to happen. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. It'll probably open Riyadh season. And then, no stress, you go to BENAVIDEZ. Winner goes to BENAVIDEZ. It could be BETERBIEV, which I think I'd prefer that as a fight, or it could be Bivol. I don't like the idea, and I get it, but I don't like the idea of BENAVIDEZ being upgraded to champion. I hate that, by the way. Fight for the belt. Make it a vacant title, and BENAVIDEZ fights the next man down. Who's the next man down? I'm going to quickly get up the rankings. No, that's lightweight. Why has it got me lightweight? 1 second, people. Okay. Light heavy. Okay, here we go. So the next man down is... Wait. Okay. Interim champion is David BENAVIDEZ. Silver is Willie Hutchinson. International Ezra Taylor. I don't want to see that. Okay, it's not got the rankings up, which is annoying. Sorry, this isn't the best time to do this, but I desperately want to see this. Cruiserweight. Okay, light heavyweight. Okay, ARTUR BETERBIEV is number 1 ranked. These are old. David Morrell, he's already fought. Albert Ramirez from Venezuela. Alexander Vosdik is already fought. Boatsi is there. These need to be updated, obviously. Connor Wallace, Willie Hutchinson, Anthony Yard, Imam Katayev, Robin Krasnitsky. Fucking hell, he's still around. Jesus Christ. Ben Whitaker's there. Okay, interesting. We'll see. We'll see who BENAVIDEZ fights. BENAVIDEZ Callum Smith. Owes him in it. That's what it should be. BENAVIDEZ Callum Smith. All right, what else? I was at Portman Road yesterday for Fabio Wardley versus Jarrell Miller presser. I did a little walk and talk with both as well. I was supposed to do the face-off. I believe it was Wardley's team that didn't want Wardley to do the face-off, because I don't want it to come back and, oh, Wardley somehow ducked the face-off. No, Wardley wanted to do the face-off. But because of the way it kicked off at the presser, I think his team felt it would definitely kick off at the face-off. And I don't know if there's enough security to hold Jarrell Miller back, and we don't want the fight to be cancelled because of some bullshit. So they decided not to do it. Miller's super confident. Miller almost looks as though, or is at least talking as though, Fabio Wardley's so far beneath him that this is going to be a walk in the park, which it won't be. But what a crazy story Fabio Wardley is. Like, his career arc is insane. Like, I didn't realize, and I spoke to him yesterday about this. We were walking around the pitch, which looked glorious. I was like, when did you put on a pair of boxing gloves? It's like, my first time was 20. Do you know how crazy that is? Fabio Wardley is on the cusp of a world title fight if he were to beat Jerome Miller, and he literally started boxing 10 years ago. The heavyweight division allows that because I guess it's more about punch power than skill, but he's a skillful fighter. But that's an incredible story. Like, when you speak to a lot of these high level, top tier fighters, when did you put the gloves on? Oh, when I was 5, from as long as I can remember. 20 is insane. I'm guessing Deontay Wilder might be a bit like that. I think AJ started when he was 18, so it shows it can be done. But AJ was an Olympic gold medalist and a World Championship silver medalist. Deontay Wilder was an Olympic bronze medalist. Fabio Wardley had 3 white collar fights. So that story, honestly, crazy. Promoter Warren believes that referee was at fault in heavyweight incident between Adel and Jimmy TKV. They're going to get it on again. I think they're doing the rounds now. I think they were in TalkSport today, both of them. I actually thought the fight was dreadful. I'm being honest. It didn't get going, especially considering that how the fight was sold, like TKV throwing the table, a lot of animosity. They sold the fight, but the fight was actually quite dull. When you think of previous British heavyweight title fights, I mean, Wardley versus Clark. What other ones were incredible? Chisora White, sensational. White AJ. This one kind of didn't live up to the hype. But that's boxing. Sometimes styles make fights. TKV, I thought, was winning the fight, but I almost felt like it'll slowly turn into Adelaide. So who knows, right? If they get it on again, maybe it's kind of just like throw all plans out the window and start swinging. Who knows? All right. Anything else? I think that is it. Serhii Boychuk versus Mikael Fox, done or nearly done for May 17th. I did see something about Richardson Hitchens here. Okay, Richardson Hitchens aiming for June 14th title defense in New York City. Will that be Kambosos? Did Kambosos see enough within himself to say, okay, give me Hitchens? I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. All right, guys, girls.